we are in a fight for our lives, both to feed our families, to retain our language, to bring back our language and our culture.
I remember when there were so many fish in the river. The rivers were black. Your racks were always stocked for qwaz.
In my days, it was a hard time, fishing time. Very hard. Most of us lived on a fish. In those days, if a guy comes in with his net, he'll bring it out to the fishing ladder. He'll say, I'm gonna get one, and then if you're gonna do some fishing, you fish. If somebody else is over there, you share it.
The current struggle is that we're not able to really access a sockeye fishery, something that was very important. So a struggle of people who want to exercise rights to fish and people who would like to exercise their right to conserve salmon. So there's internal and external struggles that not only my community faces, but all of the communities along the Fraser. We really need to know that journey and respect the journey that the fish go on, because you start taking them away and we will start losing our way of life.
I've been coming here since I was 6 months old, and I am 9 years old, and fishing is my favorite part of the summer. Caught my first fish when I was 7 years old, and I clubbed the fish. I pack fish back to camp from where my dad fishes, and I also hang the fish. I wouldn't really like it if I couldn't come fishing this year.
For my son not to have any food and to be told that no, there actually is no more sockeye in the river is a sad fact.
Conditions of the river aren't in the greatest shape right now. I think there's 3 pulp mills that are on the river, and every community along it has sewer treatment plants, and they contaminate the waters for fish. So there is a law case right now that is pending right now that the Scotchman have entered into, and they want to have a lawsuit against the Mount Poly organization, the mining, and to be able to hold them accountable. That mine, when that breach, is the biggest catastrophe that Canada has ever seen.
And to us, that was so destructive. I remember the next day after that feeling like my mom had passed away. And so we all gathered out at the river. You know, we put out a call on Facebook, like, let's go to the river and let's drum and pray that these fish are coming back. And I think that's how everybody felt, like our mom had died.
What have we done as leaders to protect our right to fish? We've just let the fish disappear because we didn't put up a fight to protect the conservation of the fish as well as our right to fish.
So I'm going to be swimming from Lillooet to the Stein Valley, and I'm going to be swimming for the salmon. And I really feel that my heart, my spirit, and my soul is all going to be intertwined with each other, and I'm going to do the best that I can. My ancestors used to take the first salmon, say a prayer, and throw it back in the river. Nowadays we're getting handed pieces of paper from DFO saying, no, you're going to have to throw that sockeye back in there because these salmon, they're dying. That's not okay. I'm not okay with that, and that's why I'm doing this swim, because I have a lot of love for these salmon.
We would like to have everyone signed on so we could all come together and figure out a way to change all the practices right now. We need to be united.